Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important case on section 119 subsection 2 clause B, in which the assessee has a right to approach the principal commissioner of income tax or central board of direct taxes, as the case may be, to get the delay condoned in filing the income tax return to be filed by the assessee. Broadly, there is a concept that if the assessee is able to prove the genuine hardship in not filing the return of the income, then the authorities should condone the delay in filing the return of income. In the present case, a very pertinent issue was before the Honorable Bombay High Court, that if the assessee says that he was not able to file the return of income in time due to some personal difficulties which his professional chartered accountant was facing, so whether this will come into the definition of genuine hardship on the part of the assessee in asking the condonation of delay under section 119 subsection 2 clause B. This issue has been taken up by the Honorable Bombay High Court in the case of Jyotsna M. Mehta versus Principal Commissioner of Income Tax and others. This case is reported in 478 ITR at page number 421, and the date of the decision of the writ petition is 4th September 2024. Nowadays, the compliance is becoming more important, because if the compliance is not done, whether it is filing the return of income, whether it is filing the form 10B in case of non-profit organization, then there are very serious repercussions for that. And the importance of condonation also becomes very important, where the filing of the belated returns have been considerably reduced by the Income Tax Act. In the present case, the assessee was not able to file the return of income on time. The assessee applied for condonation under section 119 subsection 2 clause B, and the reason given by the assessee for not getting the return file in time and for asking the condonation was that he has appointed a chartered accountant for filing the return of income, and there were some personal difficulties on the part of the professional who was engaged to file the return of income, and he didn't file the return of income on time, so this condonation should be allowed. When this condonation application was disposed of by the Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, he said that the assessee has grossly failed to demonstrate the genuine hardship, so his condonation should not be allowed. As all we know that the rejection against the condonation application is not an appealable order, so the assessee has to file the writ petition in the Bombay High Court. When the court heard the matter, the court said that the assessee is likely to depend on the chartered accountant for filing the return of income, as in the present case, and once the assessee engages a chartered accountant for filing the return of income and there happen some personal difficulties on the part of the professional, then this should be treated as a genuine hardship. And if the condonation in these type of cases will not be allowed, then it will be counterproductive to the very object and purpose of the laws the Act wants to achieve through that law. The court said that in the present case, setting out the reasons by the assessee should not be rejected, and the principles which are paramount and jurisprudentially accepted should be applicable to the assessee, and the condonation should be allowed in the present case to remove the prejudice caused to the assessee so as to file his return of income. Whenever the condonation applications are filed, it has been seen that they are being rejected by just giving a one-liner observation that the assessee is not able to prove the genuine hardship. So once a assessee engages a chartered accountant and avails his services, and his chartered accountant is not able to file the return of income due to some personal difficulties or some mishappening, then these things should also come into the definition of the genuine hardship on the part of the assessee. This is the message of this writ petition. At the end of this video, once again, I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Jyotsna M. Mehta versus Principal Commissioner of Income Tax and others, and this case is reported in 478 ITR at page number 421, and the date of the judgment is 4th September 2024. Thank you, friends.